Okay.
All right. So, what are your greatest strengths? I'll start with that.
My greatest strengths are that I'm a very personable person and I like to get to know people for who they are and what their strengths and weaknesses are. And I am also a people pleaser, which can be one of my weaknesses because I get upset when someone is mad at me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love to get to know people, and I would like to say I'm a very hard worker too when it comes to tough situations. I like to I'm very good at getting myself out of a difficult situation.
That's good. And on the flip side, what are your weaknesses?
My weaknesses, well, the people pleaser thing,
Yeah.
and also I have trouble focusing sometimes, big time. I get very distracted, and I have ways of getting myself back on track, but that's just something I'll have to work through life.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Tell me about a challenge or conflict you faced at work and how you dealt with it, or in any situation.
So I am a waitress.
Okay.
And I deal with a lot of angry customers when it comes to their food not being ready on time, or it's just extremely busy and they just are very not understanding, and it's just hey, what was the question? Just make sure.
Tell me about a challenge or conflict you faced and how you dealt with it.
Okay, so yeah, there was a time I had a family just screaming at me, not being good. The kids were all screaming, and I just went in the back room. I talked to my boss about it, and he just said to go back out there and figure it out. And I did, and it wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be. And I actually got an extra tip from another table because they saw the way I handled it.
Oh, that's nice.
And were very kind to me, and I was very grateful for that.
Oh, that's nice. Tell me about a time you demonstrated leadership skills.
So for the past 5 years, I've been a GEMS leader at my church for little girls, usually at 2nd grade, and that's actually what really sparked my interest for becoming a teacher and going into the ed department. So I have learned lots of leadership skills from that, and controlling a classroom, because it's very difficult to get kids back on track once they're not. And it's also important to know how to have fun with the classroom and get them vulnerable and wanting to learn while also having fun.
Yeah, very true. What do you like to do outside of work?
I am a ballerina, so I do consider that work sometimes because it's a lot to do every day, but it's one of my passions, and I'd like to say one of my talents that I've been gifted with, so I love to use that each day as I'm not working, and getting more involved in that. It's a good release for me to release my stress and to just have something where I can really express my stress. And yeah, I also love to do watercolor painting outside of school when I have time. Yeah.
Fun. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself married with kids, honestly, because I want to start young. And yeah, have my own family and a house and a stable job, hopefully as like a 3rd grade teacher. Probably working something else on the side. I also love videography. And I'd love to get into videoing weddings someday.
Oh, cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So maybe doing that on the weekends. So yeah.
Describe your dream job.
It's a mix between the videoing weddings and being a teacher. I just love to help kids, and my passion is, so I came from a small Christian school where most kids went home to a loving family where they would get all of the needs sufficiently supplied and efficiently loved at home. At public schools, that doesn't always happen. I don't know what kind of school you went to.
Yeah, I went to a small Christian.
Okay.
Yeah.
so you can relate to
Yeah.
it. But because of GEMS, I saw that those kids went home to broken families, and I want to be the teacher at school, that a place where they feel loved, and I may not be able to express my faith to them, which sucks, but I would love to be able to show them love that God gives us, and without actually talking about it.
Cool.
Yeah.
What are 3 things that you'd like to improve on about yourself?
I would like to improve on how well I focus. I am on meds for my ADD, so just remember to take those, and it is a disorder, so there's not much I can do about it, but I believe each day I can get better at coping mechanisms. Another thing is I would like to get better at being even more personable, and like I would love to send people cards that I haven't seen in a while, and people from school or my grandparents. Another thing I can improve on. I just not procrastinating. I'm so bad at procrastinating. It is not good.
Yeah.
And I just want to do other things when I see something due in 2 weeks. And say whatever.
Is there a certain place that you'd want to work and live?
Right. I want to live in Holland. For sure. Or Zealand area. And probably work at Zealand.
Cool.
They have a really good school system there. Not too rough. Not too.
Yeah.
I don't want to teach at Holland.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Tell me about an accomplishment you are most proud of. There's not very many. Oh, don't say that.
So this past semester, my English teacher did a chapel about not really school bullying. I mean, it was, but it really wasn't, and it was just insanely beautiful. And at the end of that, our women's singing group sang a song while I danced a solo in front of my entire school. It was very scary, but a lot of people all throughout school, it was like end of senior year, they had no idea I was a dancer, and so when they saw me, they're like, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
So
that's cute.
It was really fun.
I love that. Tell me about a time you made a mistake.
Made a mistake. There's a lot of them. Let me think of one. I would say the same thing as you. Not studying for a test that I should have, or just not knowing what materials to study for because I wasn't listening in class well enough. It's always not fun. Yeah.
Can you tell me just a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm from Holland, Michigan. I grew up going to that Holland Christian private school my entire life. My grandparents, my parents went there, my entire family. And now I go to Hope, or a lot of my family went also. I'll tell you something funny. So my grandma, she married a guy that went to Zealand Christian, and then Zealand Christian and Holland Christian joined up high school, and they got married, and then my mom and dad also are that same thing.
Aww.
And I'm dating a Zealand Christian guy right now.
Oh boy.
And my mom went to Hope, my dad went to Grand Valley, I went to Hope. Guess where he goes.
Grand Valley.
So it's kind of a God thing. So
Yeah.
We'll see.
See what happens.
Yeah.
What motivates you?
Kids. Oh my goodness. I'm obsessed with them. And really that's what's getting me through school right now, because it has gotten more difficult in the past couple weeks. You can probably tell that too. And I just keep thinking about the day that I finally get to have my own classroom, and when I finally get to work with kids. So
yeah. Who is your mentor?
My mentor. I have so many of them. I would say definitely my mom. I call her whenever there's a minor inconvenience. And she always helps me through it. And even just over the past year, we've grown so much closer, because I'm like shifting into adulthood, and she's helped me a lot with that. And adulting is hard.
It is.
So she's just been super helpful with that.
Oh, good. How do you handle pressure?
Not well. I stress out a lot, I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
But once I figure it out and I like take a deep breath, I'm able to take a step back and see the big picture and realize that's not as bad as it is.
Mm-hmm.
And really just writing things down and writing all my thoughts down really helps me see what I need to do. And like while doing homework, it's like a lot of pressure because you want to do it all right.
Mm-hmm.
I keep a piece of paper right next to me and write down everything that is going through my head that's not necessary, and so I don't forget it. And then once I'm done with my homework, then I can go back and like call someone.
Yeah, that's good. What are your pet peeves?
Oh, I don't have too many actually. I don't like when people swear unnecessarily. It can be funny, but not in a professional setting. I don't like when I don't like gossip. I don't like when people say something about others when they are unaware of the situation. I believe that there's a reason for everything, and even when I do hear something not very nice about someone, and I don't know them that well, I always give them you never know. So, yeah.
Let me see. Well, give a time when you went above and beyond the requirements for a project.
Okay, so this past semester we had to make a video about our heritage in my ed class, and everyone else, I must have not read the instructions right, but I did okay on the assignment. I did really well on the assignment actually, but everyone else recorded themselves doing a presentation. Because of my videography skills, I put like music to it, and I videoed myself in different places and put like pictures on top of videos and stuff. And it was very different than everyone else's, and I was like so scared to show it to the entire class.
Yeah, I bet.
Which was nerve-wracking, but I ended up being kind of embarrassed. Yeah.
Good.
It was embarrassing in the moment, but afterwards,
yeah.
I don't know.
Are you more of a leader or a follower?
I can be either. I'd say I'm a follower until I'm a leader. Like I like to feel out the situation and know how people act, and then I can take bull by the horns and lead the group. Like if I don't know people that well, I'm definitely a follower, and I like to get to know people, and then once I do, I up there.
Yeah. Let's see, I gotta find another one.
You're all good.
We're
almost done.
Yeah. Some of these are like, why are you good for this job?
Like, yeah. We should have picked like a fake job to be in it.
Yeah.
That would have helped a lot.
Describe a time when you disagreed with your boss or a teacher or something.
I also work at a pottery shop, my mom's pottery shop, and there was a time when it was extremely busy during Christmas time, and I didn't get mad at a customer, but I snapped at someone, and I shouldn't have done that, but my mom almost fired me because of it. She wasn't actually going to, but it was kind of a scary moment, and I was like, I'm under a lot of pressure right now, so I think her leadership skills are a little bit off there, but we were all under pressure. So.
Right. Okay, one more. Describe a time you went out of your way to help somebody.
Okay, there's a little girl I babysit in my neighborhood, and she doesn't have the best home life.
Okay.
And one day I took her out to go see Frozen, and we ended up seeing the entire day, or spending the entire day together.
Aww.
And then again, just kids are my passion, and any chance I can get to help out a little kid, I
Mhm.
will take it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yay.
And now my boyfriend and I might teach Sunday school together.
Aw, that'll be fun.
I'm really excited. We might go to our own
Yeah.
church.
Oh,
Different than
good.
both our families, which I think will be cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my god.